Hello and welcome to this very short outside use tutorial. To sign in, all you have to do is put in your physician ID and password and hit the login button. For our purposes, we will be using a guest account which will show us fictitious data. On the left hand side of the main screen, you have all the files that you've previously loaded of outside use. Historical files are useful to get a bigger picture of outside use for your patients. In the middle of the screen, you can upload new files, and on the right-hand screen is where you calculate outside use. Now I'm going to leave the dates as is, which is 1 year, and hit the OK button. The system will then work to generate the outside use for all of my patients. Now once the tabulations have complete, I now have this grid which shows me every single patient that has had outside use for the period that I've selected. If you see on the left-hand side, you have the patient name, their date of birth, and in the yellow section, the outside use calculated for that date range, the OHIP payment for the same period, and the net income. On the right-hand side, you have the breakdown by month of outside use. Now, a very popular way to sort this screen is by net income. Every column header can be sorted on by simply clicking on the column header. And so I've done this for net income, and now I can see all of the patients that have generated the most outside use on the top of the screen. So you can see here that Alyssa Farmer has generated a ton of outside use. Now if I look on the right hand side and if I look at the breakdown by month, I can see that several months here have tremendous amounts of outside use. For example, February of 2017, I can click on the number and I'll see a detail of the outside use that was generated for that period. Now I can do that for every patient for every month. Just simply click on the number, for example 5835 here, a few rows below, and I'll see the service code that has generated the outside use. Now on the furthermost left-hand side, there's a list delist radio button. The delist radio button enables you to hide these patients from view. Now if you've delisted the patients from your EMR, you will want to do the same here so that you no longer see this patient. You hit the delist button, this patient is then hidden. There is, however, a way for you to show delisted patients and for you to be able to relist the patient if you choose so. Under the action menu, we have 3 graphs that enable you to see outside use in a more graphical manner. The first one here is outside use by month. So once this tabulates, you'll see here that you have a graphical summary of the outside use for each month. Going back to the action menu, outside use by service codes. So you see here that the service codes that generated the most outside use, as well as outside use by day of week. Outside use by day of week is probably most useful if your office is closed on specific days of the week and you want to see if that is the main source of your outside use or not. Now heading back to the grid, we can always come back and take a look at more patients and do more actions. And so this has been a very short tutorial of the outside use manager. I hope this helps you. Thank you.